Hello everyone. I'm level 36 and welcome back to Stationeers. In today's episode, we're trying to fight our power problem once more. As you can probably see down here, I gathered some more resources. Specifically, the resources required to make stellite and astro alloy. Now we're going to see if our furnace is up to the task. Hopefully it is, because I don't really have another idea right now. We're going to ferry just a smidge more O2 into the system so that our fuel tank can recharge a bit. But let's start with the important one. We need some stellite. For some reason, none of this is on, even though we have power. We don't have enough power. Oh, this ain't good. Didn't even get enough power to run the stuff up for one day. Alright, let's cut that power out. Let's hope that's enough to power on all this long enough we can make some stellite. It's probably best to do during the day. Oh man. We need silver, silicon, and cobalt. And there goes the power. Perfect. So, since we're going to make a double batch of this stuff, we need 200 silicon, 100 silver, and 100 cobalt. And that is what we brought. So we can still load this while we're waiting. Oops. Silicon. Silicon. Silicone. Silicone. Just make sure we get what we expect before we dump some other stuff in. Yep, 200 grams of silicone. Cobalt. Ooh, pressure took a spike and a half. Let's not add the silver yet, because that's a whole bunch of flammables. And I want to manage that temperature a little better first. Ah, crap, that battery's almost dead. No, we brought water with us for some reason. Yeah, this is why we need to fix this. I am going to need some more heavy cable coil as well. But I don't have much. When the sun comes up, we got a lot to do. So I think what's happening, because the solar intensity is getting higher, I think. Ooh, a whole bunch of nitrogen now. Where did what? There was oxygen in here. Where did it go? What? I'm confused. I swear there was O2 in there. That is so strange. Yeah, man, our power situation's really screwy right now. Well, best I can probably do is come back when we have enough power to run the base. Uh, i.e. when the sun comes up. So, once the sun comes up, we need to, oop, we're getting a little bit of power back. Is it the wind turbines? Yeah, it's probably the wind turbines, and they're probably providing just enough to turn the lights on for a moment. Yeah. So we have some priorities with power. We need to make some area power controllers for some of our safety systems. Because right now, the safety systems are not working great, as the creaking and groaning of pipes that out here can probably attest to. Not awesome. Also, yes, that, because the volume pumps take some power. Um, so we need to consider that we're drawing quite a bit extra for our cooling setup. But yeah, we need some area power controllers for some safety system stuff. And we definitely need to make sure that our air conditioning in here doesn't die, because we kind of need that. And it's staying night for a while. Well, when it's not night, I'll be back. But until then, see you, well, for you it'll be a moment. For me, a few minutes. Alright. The sun is starting to rise. I don't think it's quite caught the solar panels yet. Or maybe it has. We are starting get power. Yeah, it appears we are. Let's kick on our system. We're not getting power as fast as we're using it, that's for sure. Which is interesting, because not, well, okay, this battery's on that circuit, that's why, and so is this battery. We have a few batteries we're charging right now. But quickly, while we still have some degree of power, let's do the things we need to do. Stellite. Temperature, pressure, all good. I was saying I wanted to decrease the pressure in the furnace a little bit because it's a smidge high. We have our cobalt. We have our silicone. Let's throw in our, let's just make sure. Silver. And more silver. Oh, so it does self-safety regulate. That's good to know. All right, send it. That's a little bit dangerous. I'm sure that's making quite the pyre outside. Luckily, I think it's being slowed down enough to not really catch outside. Alright, so we need to be between basically any temperature between 10 and 20 MPa. Oh, the temperature needs to be very high. That's what it is. And we are chewing through fuel like there is no tomorrow. I don't know if we're gonna make it. I need the stellite to make more power. At least more power storage. Well, I guess I can always make more of the basic batteries. We need more solar. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work. It's already almost nighttime again, and we've barely even charged our batteries. In fact, we haven't charged our batteries yet. And this is now running out of power. Oh boy, I love this. Alright, let's make some solar panels quick, because that's what we need. Need more production at this time. Steel, copper, gold. We'll definitely need some heavy coil as well. Sucks that we aren't able to make stellite right now. As long as we can make... Dang it! Oh, this is gonna stink. Alright. This could be, what we call really bad. Let's cut out all the power we don't need to be consuming right now. Need to go into maximum conserve power mode. Okay, run outside real quick, cut out this stupid thing, because that's chewing through a bunch of power.
Filter low.
Cut off all of that. Alright, so now we are just powering the core of the base. Are these damaged? Dang it. Stupid jetpack auto setting height based off of what I'm over top of. No damage, but we're only powering the base off of 4 solar panels, to be fair, so, you know, I guess I should have expected that. Oh, man. We need some more steel frames and steel plates. We're doing this the basic way for right now, because it's what we need to do. Please produce at least one. That's enough. Steel sheets. That's enough of those. Turn you off. Okay. Solar panels. 2's a start. More would be better. Or 8 solar panels for the whole base, which we're pretty far into to be trying to do that. Let's not try and charge the batteries based off of the battery that we're trying to use. Any non-essential stuff. What else is not essential? These are not essential. Cut these off. There's 4 solar panels. Or 3 solar panels, I'm sorry. Geez, counting. You tell I'm a smidge stressed. 4. Okay. That's enough for now. Well, that's fine. How's our O2 and that looking? All right, let's.
Hydration critical.
We hear unhappy pipes outside. That doesn't need to be on. That doesn't need to be on. That's fine. You two don't need to be on. You don't need to be on. Charging again. That's good. Okay. Maybe we're energy positive again. I think we might be just off of wind power. Okay. That's good. Not great, because everything's off. But it's better than nothing. Let's cut this stuff off that we don't need right now. Let's go. We do need this on. We need heavy cable. I do like the super heavy cable coil. That's interesting to me. I think we'll have to use that for our main power bus on the new base, because that can handle a lot more power. So if we use wind turbines, we can get a whole bunch more of them together before they short out on a high wind day. Shouldn't need a ton of, well, we need a decent amount. We are draining power. Getting desperate here. Could have thought about power before I made all those expansions. Ooh, we're charging. Wind picked up again. Get maybe 40 of this stuff. I guess those lights use a lot more power than I thought they did. When the grow light turns off, that should be, yeah, there's some more power made available. Good. Alright, we still have a chance. We're not dead in the water yet. So I think that the days are lasting less time, because the orbit of Vulcan is not... As the orbit progresses, the days get hotter, but shorter, I'm pretty sure. Actually, let me... Draining again. Why are we draining power? Let's... No, off. Oh, that's... We're draining power from. Come on, wind, pick up. I need to know I have some degree of consistent power. I guess we're going to swap back to that. Alright, let's go see if we can expand our power setup. Actually, we want to conserve our welder charge. We don't have a ton of it. Alright, we are well and truly clear of that, so we can start expanding outwards a bit as well. Okay. new solar panels. Let's cable them in. Looks like the sun is going to come up soon, so let's hurry up and finish these. So I also don't want to be outside during when this turns on. Eh. This should add a decent amount of new supply to my power array. Not a huge amount, mind, but a decent amount. Wow, this is in complete shadow of the other one. So we're really only getting 3 solar panels worth of power. That's not great. Well, let's go make some more solar panels. Wow, this really stinks. We're getting so little power in this thing, and I don't think the giant supermassive black hole goes up very much currently. Just the way we are in the orbit right now. Maybe we just really need to hammer on making that those wind turbines. Let's swap this guy back, turn that on, charge this stuff up. Wind. Need iron, which we should have somewhere. There we go. Oh, this one needs electrum. We have some. Alright, let's make some more wind turbines, because those are a bit cheaper. Or not really cheaper, but perhaps might... Like, I don't think they're getting any power right now. This is the problem. Alright, we've got 3 dots of power. We definitely need to expand our storage too, but right now supply is the issue. We head back out. Okay. We are actually generating a decent amount. So maybe storage is also part of the issue. We need to expand our power storing capacity. Steel in that one. Need some more steel over here. Actually, yeah, battery. But, oh, my backpack light just went out. There we go. I was like, yeah, lights are out. Yeah, and they're not producing anything anymore. So that is how much power we had for today. Got any steel kicking around on the floor? Oh, there we go. Alright, let's make some more steel frames. We are going to need to turn on our waste tank processing here, I fear. That should be enough frames for now. Yeah, out of bloody steel. I've made so much steel. Is it just sitting on the floor over there? Not carried it all over. No, it's not. I just used it all. Man. Steel goes quick. Alright. Make as many solar panels as you can with that. Silver. Yeah, no steel. Dang. So much just random silver sitting around. Alright, so we got a station battery, one upright, or one wind turbine. Still doing okay on power for the moment, but like literally nothing's on, so that's not terribly unexpected. If we start cutting systems back on, then we're gonna be in deficit again. I gotta reset up my silly little hours left until out of power meter thing, and maybe set up the ooh, actually, I didn't mean to throw that, but I don't know where that went, but it's gone now. Gas tank. This should have fuel in it. And it does. We can stick this in our fuel tank for some extra fuel for our fuel. Good. Not much fuel, but a little bit. And yeah, now we're out of steel. Alright, so 2 more solar panels. Another wind turbine. That'll have to do for now, because that's all we got. And another battery.
Hunger caution.
Alright. Station battery. What do you want? Steel sheets? And screwdriver. Need some more heavy cable coils. Dang it, I did this again. I'm half tempted just to set up a logic switch to do it for me. I hate that these have this switch on the side. It makes placing them so much more of a pain. You know what, we're just going to set up a logic switch to do it. I'm not going to compromise my placement this time. Also, is this even doing anything anymore? Like, I feel like this battery would be much better served in the battery array. In fact, it's going to go in the battery array. Wrench, interesting. Okay. Alright, let's queue up some more heavy cable coils. Luckily, those do not require steel. Oh, that's not what I wanted. And we'll come back to undoubtedly way more than I wanted. Okay. We can probably fit this one right bloody They not go directly adjacent to each other? Unfortunate. But not an issue ultimately. One brand new wind turbine that needs some cable coils. And I'm out of steel sheets. Oh well. No, not. Oh well. I actually need those. Ooh, we have 3 solar panels. I didn't realize that.
Power low.
And I know that the power transmitter Omni was probably what was actually really messing us up, because that takes like 5,000 watts just constantly. Just enough. Definitely have to do some more resource gathering after this. Alright. Cut power to you. Cut power to you. Yeah, that should be good for now. Oh, we also need the... Yeah, we'll get there in a second. Alright, solar panels. This is admittedly a much more efficient way of setting these up as well, because we don't need to use as many cables as we would need to establish a new row. Ah, my light went out again. And I'm out of that cable. God. Yeah. I hate how these are not, like, technically solid, so my jetpack just freaks out. Alright, another small amount of free power. Hopefully enough to keep this running more than occasionally. Like, they're going pretty good right now. I feel like we're generating a decent amount of power. Alright, back inside, because I need more regular cable coils to get the last solar panels set up right before the sun comes up. Alright, that should be the maximally efficient setup. And now we just need to set up something to cut all of these on at once.
Air tank low.
Which just needs a logic kit. Need a batch writer and a logic reader and a switch.
Power critical.
Hey, it's not critical yet, surely. Alright. Logic, IO, copper, gold. Two should be enough.
Hunger critical.
And everything's not doing good.
Filter critical.
Oh crap, that's actually bad. Alright. Let's go back out and finish this up. Really quickly. Batch writer. Logic writer switch. We need cable, you, just enough. This needs configured. 'Cause Station battery on. Ah, crumbs.
Air tank low.
This didn't work at all. I needed a logic switch. Luckily, that's easy enough to make. And
Waste
logic
tank caution.
switch. Configure. There we go. They're all on.
Air tank
Cool.
critical.
Everything's good. Let's go back inside before we die. Oh man, this has been chaos. Alright. Air tank. Refill. Waste tank. Swap. Air tank. Swap. Food. Let's go eat some. But I think the crisis has been averted. I have to reset which batteries are in which because I was doing the good old switcheroo for everything.
Hydration critical.
Everything is A-OK. We have not died. Nothing is broken. We have fixed, at least temporarily, our power problems. Oh, man. Let's turn some lights back on. It's too dark in here. Okay. Well, there's obviously still some issues. But I think we have rescued ourselves from the impending power issues we were having. I'd hazard to say we're at a much more stable place, and I'm going to go turn back on the wireless power generator so that I can have my wireless power back. So it's something that is worth it to me. Yeah, it does not stay daytime very long right now. These are currently just wasting all of their power because we don't have them hooked up to anything. And we should, but I don't right now. So, too bad. But yeah. Everything is functional. Nothing has blown up over here. They should be generating more power than we're using still, but we'll have to build a system to verify that. But let's hope we can move out of this base soon. That's all I'm going to say. It's getting pretty rusty in here. Turn some lights back on at least. Oh. Well, we're alive. We have power. And everything's back online. So, thank you all for watching. If you've enjoyed me running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to fix the space, drop a like, subscribe down in the doobly-doo. It's always appreciated. Something decayed here. But, I'll see you all in the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your day.